Hi Libra, this is Monique with Puissant Ascension, and we're getting ready to look into your money. But first, let's chime. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading's for you. My readings are timeless, so when you find them is when you are meant to find them. A big shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. And for everyone who's liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, donating, and booking your personal readings. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Let's get into it. Ancestors, guides, angels, this reading is for my high vibrational Libras regarding their money and financial opportunities. What messages do you have for Libra Spirit regarding their money and financial opportunities? Make the messages clear. All right, so we have the Lovers giving that Gemini energy. We have the Nine of Swords and the Page of Cups. Interesting. Some of you could be in your head about an opportunity, some sort of proposition, even a partnership that's coming in towards you. All right, I feel like this is a new budding partnership or new budding relationship, okay? If you are in your head about this situation, try your best to release the worry and tap into maybe meditation or some sort of subliminals to help reprogram your subconscious mind. Okay, because I feel like some of you could be overreacting about this situation, having sleepless nights, and quite frankly, if this is romantic or even business, no one should have you in your head like this, ever. You should be so in control of mastering your mind that no one can ruffle your feathers like that. And even if your feathers are ruffled for a second, you don't stay in this energy long term. So if you are perpetuating this worry, fear, doubt energy, get rid of it immediately. And how do you do that? Meditation, subliminals are a game changer. Therapy, hypnotherapy, EFT tapping, all these things can be Googleable. We live in an information age. You can find everything you want via Google. Do these things to help yourself because nothing and no one should have you in your head, ever. Right? And like I said, if they do, it's for a split second and then you pop out of it. All right? You're welcome. Anything else, Spirit, for Libra? If someone has you in your head like this, especially if it's like romantic, they have too much power over you, honey. Take back your power immediately. Call your energy back immediately. No one, I don't care if they're your husband or your wife, should have you ever in your head. If you're dealing with people romantically, they should be making your life easier. If they're putting you in worry, fear, doubt, or you have an anxious attachment, honey, you need to work on that. It's not their responsibility to get you out of anxious attachment. Okay? Work on that. Because a lot of people tend to blame other people. Oh, this person put me in anxious attachment because they're hot and cold. If somebody's hot and cold, cut them the fuck off. It's not rocket science. Lack of compatibility. You should not be in a relationship with somebody who's blowing hot and cold. Lack of compatibility. Get rid of it. And that's on accountability. That's on standards. That's on boundaries. You should not be in a relationship that makes you feel like you're on edge or having anxiety. Now, perhaps this is something you need to learn. Learn it, apply it, and don't do it again. Because life is school. So I get that. But don't perpetuate toxic cycles, honey, because you're only doing yourself a disservice. You're welcome. Anything else, Spirit, for Libra regarding their money and finances? And this is why I really don't do love readings on my channel. I do personal love readings, but I don't do like massive channel love readings because there's too many people out there with the wrong mindset And I don't want that bleeding into my energy. So I focus on money on my public platform. Okay? There's too many people out there, this anxious attachment. Oh, they like me and they don't. Like, no. Why would you want to do that? That stop and go energy, that hot and cold energy? No. So I don't really focus on love here on this channel. It's too easy, right? No. All right. Spirit, this is about Libra's money. What messages do you have regarding Libra's money and finances? All right, 7 of Pentacles, beautiful, a slow build. 2 of Wands, okay. Getting information or communication from a distance, perhaps. The Page of Cups, an offer, an emotional offer. The 4 of Swords, okay. The 10 of Pentacles, all right, beautiful. The 10 of Pentacles is coming out a lot today. Too many cards, but we have the 3 of Pentacles. We'll take this, and then we'll take this. In communication, all right? So some of you are starting a new project, starting new contracts here. All right, this is great. This is lining your pockets as well, massively. I feel like because of the seeds that you've planted and because of the energetic boundaries that you've cultivated over time, you're now walking into your era of financial abundance. It's kind of similar to Gemini's energy. So I feel like this is a massive energy for a lot of people, not specific to Gemini or Libra. Okay? This is beautiful. Right? With the 2 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles, moving into your era of wealth, communicating with people from a distance that could really help you elevate and line your pockets, partnerships and collaborations that will be fruitful. Some of you could be taking a romantic relationship to the next level. Just make sure if you have anxious attachment styles, work on that, because it's not somebody else's problem to deal with. That's for you to deal with. You have to work on that. Okay, exactly. But overall, this looks really good. It looks fruitful. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Wands here. So protecting your peace, protecting your energy here. The 5 of Pentacles, death, and the 6 of Cups. Yeah, you could have people from your past feeling left out in the cold here. All right. People from your past feeling like because they no longer have access to you, they're feeling sad about that, they're feeling left out or forgotten. That's not your problem. Those are their feelings, those are their energies. They're going to have to work on that. That's not for you to work on. Right? A lot of people like to project their energies and their feelings onto others for someone else to fix. No one can fix your feelings. You can fix your feelings. They can fix their feelings if they want to. Okay, definitely giving people from your past here with the 6 of Cups. Yeah, and the 3 of Swords. Again, woe is me, cry me a river, victim mentality, right? Take accountability and take responsibility for your feelings. We can blame people all we want. But at the end of the day, until we take accountability, nothing's going to change. That's it. And that's a message for somebody. Let's clarify. Tell us more, Spirit. This is for Libra regarding their money and finances. Clarify the 7 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, or excuse me, 4 of Swords for Libra regarding their money. Yeah, moving away, moving on, right? You've already done the work. You've already graduated. Now you're moving on to the next level. Some of you could be traveling. All right, I'm getting a lot of emphasis on travel. I'll be traveling soon. So some of you could be like me, traveling for a new opportunity, business, pleasure even. Okay, maybe a mix of both. Yeah, protecting your energy overall. I feel like a lot of you have elevated energetically and you're no longer playing about your boundaries here, because that's what the 9 of Wands represents. The wounded warrior. After a time of being wounded, after a time of falling on your face, you dust your shoulders off and you say, I'm not going to do that again, because that doesn't feel nice. I'm not going to be around those types of people again because they don't bring out the best in me. I'm not going to date these types of people because they make me feel this way, which means we're not compatible. Right? Life is school. Give us another one for the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Swords for Libra. We have the High Priestess, Pisces energy, the Fool, a new beginning, and then we have the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, who I like to call Big Daddy Coin. And then the Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of you are moving into a new energy, embarking upon a new journey here with the Fool, the High Priestess. A lot of things could be hidden behind the veil. You're not able to see everything as clearly. All right, but you are moving in the right direction, Libra, so stay the course. You could be aligning with a helpful earth sign energy. Again, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, perhaps even someone who has fire in their chart, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Two of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles spirit for Libra regarding their money and financial opportunities, please. Too many cards, but the Magician wanted to say hello. The Nine of Pentacles wanted to say hi. Maybe we'll take the Nine of Pentacles since that was left over and there's only two. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I mean, Nine of Pentacles, my wealthy woman of leisure card is what I like to call her. And then we have the Hierophant, and then there's the Magician again. Taurus energy, yeah. I mean, some of you are moving into a cycle of overflow, a cycle of access. More than enough money to do the things you need to do in this world, more than enough money and resources to live the life you desire. And as I said in Gemini's reading, for those of you who have Gemini in your chart, definitely check out Gemini's reading. I have a Gemini stellium and a Libra stellium, as well as a Sagittarius stellium. So, you know, there's that. For a lot of you, the cool thing is that you've put in the work, you've done the work, the energetic work as well. All right, you've been planting the seeds with the Seven of Pentacles, and now you're reaping the reward. That's it. It's pretty simple. Now you're being catapulted into a position of power and status because you've done the work. And you didn't allow anything to distract you. Yeah, you might have learned certain things the hard way, but guess what? You learned from it. You're not out here victimizing yourself, blaming everybody but yourself. You understand that, okay, some people did this and did that. Some situations happened the way I did not want them to happen. But what am I here to learn? You've learned it and you're moving on. Good for you, Libra. That's one taking accountability. Even if the things aren't initially your fault, right? You're dealing with the cards that you were dealt. But at the end of the day, this is your life and you are the co-creator with the universe to navigate your life accordingly and to do what you can in your power to steer yourself in the right direction. Two of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Give us some more. Whoa, the Star. Some of you are definitely being catapulted to a position of power and high status. I mean, that's it. You're getting the recognition that you deserve and desire in your industry because, again, you've put in the work. Yeah, releasing burden, out with the old and with the new here, and the world opening up for you. Again, emphasis on travel. Some of you could be traveling for a new opportunity, or some of you could be permanently relocating. That's great. Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Please, Spirit, this is for Libra regarding their money and financial opportunities. This is a beautiful reading, full of abundance. I love this. Wow. Nine of Cups, giving that wish fulfillment. The Six of Cups, yeah, there are some things doubling back from your past that are really helping you elevate. Again, it goes back to the seeds that you've planted. All right, the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, that's your energy. You could also be dealing with the fellow air sign here, collaborating with the fellow air sign. Tell us more, Spirit. The Empress, beautiful. Libra, Taurus energy, yeah. A lot of you know your rightful place and you are navigating this realm with this high self-esteem, with healthy boundaries, not allowing people, places, and situations to play in your face. At the sign of the first red flag, you're cutting it out. That's it. And if you're not able to cut it out immediately, you're retracting your energy gradually. Because that's another way to do it. Sometimes you can't just go slicing and dicing everything out of your life. Sometimes you have to slowly retract your energy. Okay? But there's a time and a place for every reaction. Okay? Look at that. Wow, emotional fulfillment here, overflow, abundance. A lot of you have really hunkered down and done the work, and now you're being rewarded for it. Now you're getting the recognition, the paychecks, the financial abundance that you've always desired, right? The Knight of Cups, and look what the Nine of Cups is bringing. The Ten of Pentacles again. This is gorgeous, Libra. Well done. Good for you. And this is on healthy boundaries. Again, like I said, if you have Gemini prominently placed in your chart, the 10th house, the 2nd house, the 7th house, the 8th house, the 1st house, check out the Gemini reading, because it's definitely going to mesh well with this Libra reading. Give us one more, Spirit. Whoa. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, the divine counterpart of Big Daddy Coin. So some of you are building alliances with helpful people, okay? If you are stuck in the past, you're missing out on a lot of beautiful and delectable opportunities. So become current. Recognize the cups behind you. For a lot of you, this isn't even your energy. This could be people from your past who are stuck in the past, and that's their cross to bear. You're moving onwards and upwards, and you're elevating towards success. Okay. Two of Cups. Give us one for the Two of Cups, Spirit. This is for Libra. Yeah, look at that. Some of you could be getting engaged. Some of you could be getting offered a very lucrative deal here to do business. Yep. Emphasis on that. And look at that. Wheel of Fortune again. Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, Libra, you had to kind of go through the ringer, some of you, to learn how to cultivate healthy boundaries, to realize what worked for you and what didn't work for you, to realize energetically how certain people made you feel and how other people made you feel. And from there, you gathered the intel, and now you're navigating this realm accordingly. And that's what life is about. Life is not about holding grudges. Life is about learning the lessons, realizing, I'm not really compatible with that energy. I'm not going to do that again. No, thank you. I'm not really feeling that type of vibe. No, thank you. This feels really good to me. Let's go ahead and cultivate more of this in my life. That is what life is. It's not about crying yourself to sleep in fetal position, blaming everybody from the first grade about your life outcome. It's about navigating your life and wielding the power that you were given to turn your life into what you want it to be. That's what it is. How do I know? Because I do it every fucking day. You're welcome. Anything else, Spirit? This is for Libra. Libra, as you guys know, I am traveling for business, so I'll get back to my regular scheduled programming on Wednesday of next week. That's the plan, at least. I mean, we'll see what happens. So, personal readings have been closed down temporarily. And when personal readings reopen, I'll let you guys know, for those of you who want to book a personal reading with me. But as of right now, I'll just be doing my YouTube readings. And yeah, there's that. So Monday, there will not be a reading. But I'll resume on Wednesday of next week. Anything else, Spirit, for Libra? Big Daddy Coin wanted to say hello. Envy. You know, look. Libras are ruled by Venus. Of course people are envious. To be ruled by Venus is to have the world as your oyster. New home. Gemini got this card too. Some of you are moving into a new home. All right. Opportunist, cunning, strategic, fraudster, aggressive, criminal. Yeah. I feel like a lot of you have such strong boundaries that you can see red flags before the red flags start blaring. You can see the red flags when they're pink. You're like, yeah, no, I'm good. And you go the opposite direction. Good for you. That's what life lessons are about. recognizing red flags and bowing out gracefully, not running towards them, walking away from them. What's this? Toxic man, ew. Putrid, hazard, cynical, sour, negative, destructive, tainted, yeah. Protect your peace and protect your energy from opportunistic people, all right? You could always tell an opportunistic man from the giddy up. They're the smooth talkers. They're the honey drippers, as they say in Houston, Texas terms. They like to honey drip. They're all talk, no action. They want to talk your panties off. Yeah, come on. Red flag. You want a man that's that big daddy coin energy that puts his money where his mouth is. He's action oriented. Mid-recording, my fucking alarm went off. Like, why did I not turn off the alarm? How did I forget about my alarm? I don't even know what time it is. I know it's the morning, but yeah. So again, the toxic man, the opportunist type man, they talk a lot, but they have no action. They have no traction. They're trying to see what you bring to the table. They're trying to see what your wallet looks like. They're trying to see, you know, how they can benefit off your back. Clear red flags. Run, do not walk in the opposite direction, honey. Okay? Green flags for a man, okay? A man with a plan. A man that has executed his ideals. A man who comes in wanting to be of service, because men are the givers. You get me? Women are the receivers. Get me? I'm currently recording. I'll be out in a second. Women are the receivers. Okay? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? You're welcome. So, green flags for a man, they're coming to give in more ways than one. You're welcome. Let me wrap this up. We have wealthy goddess. Millionaire, moneyed, divinity, opulent, successful, prosperous, beautiful. All right. Anything else for Libra? All right. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Ooh la la. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps guided to take, or you're guided to take. Wedding. Gemini got this one too. This situation involves marriage. Yes, some of you could be getting married. Okay, so congratulations to you. Make sure you're marrying a green flag and not a red flag. You're welcome. We have grace, miracle, and blessed. All right, that was your reading, Libra, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.